I don't know where you've been, but you're gonna respect this courtroom. My life has proven that it's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going. From a jailed youth who had my record expunged to becoming the youngest judge elected.
The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding.
In just 15 years. Ma'am, let me know when you want to go to rehab. Otherwise, I think you're a crackhead.
Absolutely not.
My goal is to inspire others to overcome their obstacles. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Samantha Womack is suing Tasha Womack in the amount of $6,500.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may all be seated.
Miss Womack claims her daughter-in-law profited from publishing her lemon pound cake recipe and a personal family story in a cookbook without her permission.
State your name, ma'am.
Judge, I am Samantha Womack. I'm 55 years old, and I'm a retired school teacher.
On a fixed income.
On a fixed income, but I love what I did.
Get a pension?
I do get a pension, sir.
Like younger guys?
No.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I got to retire
money.
early.
I got money. I'm only 55, but I'm beautiful as you can see. So hook me up, Judge. He's the man. All right, just having fun with you, though.
Thank you.
Did you say your name already?
My name is Tasha Womack, and I am a food blogger who just came out with a book, Tasha Bakes the Cake.
Oh, good, good. Congratulations.
Thank you. I sold 200 copies 4th of July weekend.
Good. Congratulations again. And you're suing Tasha for $6,500, alleging misrepresentation and use of your likeness. Where do you all know each other from? Let's start there.
Your Honor, let me say this to you. I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about what's happening today. I love my family. I love my family, and I'm not here to put down or bring down my daughter-in-law, Tasha. She's my daughter-in-law, married to my son, Jeff. However, I'm frustrated. Why? Because she took something so valuable in our family from generation to generation. Our lemon pound cake recipe has been with us. But she took my story about my son and made it her glory. I just wanted to let you know, although she's my daughter-in-law, I'm not here to be nasty towards Tasha. Judge, I have one amazing son, and I know he's amazing because I put what's inside of me inside of him. He's a respectable young man. He's a military man. And I just thought he would have married someone just a little bit different.
What do you mean by different?
You know what I mean different.
I don't know what you mean.
You know what I mean
I don't
different.
know what you mean. I'm a gorgeous girl.
I didn't say you weren't gorgeous, Tasha. I'm just saying.
She's obviously smart to be able to have written a book.
Written a book is one thing, but when you steal to write a book is another thing.
Well, she stole the paper?
Judge.
This is what I'm talking about. You can't steal.
No. So, Judge, my son.
I want to go back to you and your son, how you all have gotten along since that time. So I'm going to allow you to tell me, how long have you been with her son, or married to her son, or been with him altogether?
I've been with her son about 4 years now.
Okay, and you tell me how the relationship has gone between the two of you, I guess, and your son, including.
My husband, I hate to say it, but he's a mama's boy. From the first time she met me, I could just tell that she did not like me.
How did you get the impression she didn't like you? Where'd that come from?
Energy and the way she spoke to me.
Energy? Would she turn the lights out when you come around?
Like right now, when I'm talking to you, I'm very kind. I'm giving kind energy. When you're talking to me, you're giving like strict and funny energy. Just whatever you get to somebody.
Whatever you interpret it as.
True, that is true.
What's my energy? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Your energy, you're just there.
Ooh.
I'm with Mama on this one. I'm with Mama on this one.
Mama on this case, she said, you just there. That's what she said.
But anyways, when I was planning my wedding, I wanted everything to be the way I wanted it to be. I wanted to pick out my flowers, my dress, the tablecloth, all the little details. And every time I picked something, she would counteract me and say, no, you're gonna get this one. But you know what? She does not have control in this. It's my wedding day. I'm very grateful that she's paying for my wedding, but I only get one wedding.
Let's get to the lawsuit specifically.
Judge, let me say this to you, please. So, Natasha, which is her real name, she stole our family valuable generation from generation cookbook. My son coming home from military, we're so excited. I put together an amazing dinner for him.
Coming up on Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
My
We have
husband
some.
said I'd make it better.
Well, you give me no paper. You didn't talk so big about it. You better have some
But those
cake
are
in there.
pictures.
You didn't bring any cake?
And later,
So the agreement was for her to play Motown music.
What did she play?
A couple of things of Motown, not a lot.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Samantha Womack, who is suing Tasha Womack for misrepresentation.
Judge, as I was saying, my son being away in Afghanistan, there's nothing that reminds him of home. He is sad. He is weighed down. And as a mother, I want to know, what is it that I can do for my son so far away? Well, I was able to send him his favorite. It's not just a regular cake. My son is obsessed with this lemon pound cake. I was able to mail him his lemon pound cake. He was so excited. He was so ecstatic, finally having something that felt like home. And Judge, it was not for my daughter-in-law to take my story. This has been in our family generation for many, many, many of years. And you know, Judge, I know that I'm not gonna be here for the next 100 years, and I'm okay for this recipe to go down to the next generation. But what happened is, she took my story and made it her glory and made it a cash cow. Judge,
that
I
family
understand
gathering,
that facts tell and
you told
stories
everybody
sells, but it was not
the
your
recipe.
story to sell.
In story.
Not your story to sell.
You did not tell me in
You took something so
confidence.
valuable from our family, and you took it to market
You don't have a
and made it
patent
a
on it.
product. It's not a matter of a patent. This generation doesn't understand family values anymore.
I understand
There
family
are
values. I love
secrets
our family
that has
values. That's why I
kept
shared it
from
with the world
generation to
through my
generation.
cookbook.
You coming into the family should understand
Me making a
being a
cookbook and
Womack and what
sharing
that meant
our-
to us.
We're talking about lemon pound cake here. Nothing too serious. If I want to share a lemon pound cake recipe because I'm a food blogger, I will.
You can sell and tell on a lemon pound cake, but not the Womacks, not our family story. Judge, you know, I even have evidence to show what this pound cake means. This lemon pound cake means to my son.
And I can show you that
We have
my
some.
husband said I'd make it better. I can have.
Talk so big. Well, you give me no paper. You didn't talk so big about it. You better have some
But those
cake
are
in there.
pictures.
You didn't bring any cake? Come here talking big. You got to have it. You didn't want to send me a picture of it. Now,
I'm
you
gonna make
gone.
sure
you
you have
out.
one.
You out now.
Oh, no, Judge, don't give up on
You
me
sounded.
now.
You were all
Don't give
right
up
for
on
a
me
minute.
now. Don't give up on me
When
now,
you tease
please.
me with that, that's like coming in here talking about, ooh, Judge, you should have tasted this chicken and collard greens. And
Wait, you
candy
know
yams
what?
I had, Judge. Let me just show you a picture of it, and I ain't ate
Your
it all
Honor?
day.
Your Honor, I actually brought you one of my favorite recipes from my cookbook.
I don't
It's an
want no
apple
recipe. I
fritter.
want the actual
No, I brought you the actual thing.
lemon cake.
I brought you my favorite recipe, apple fritter, since I know lemon cake is it's a hard topic right now.
Judge,
I wouldn't trust it.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna let you taste it first.
Oh, no.
That's my taster.
I'm just
Very good.
I'm just
I sold
over
some
here.
of these
I'm
over
not.
the weekend and people love them.
I'm just over here. I don't do anything
I'm a
else.
great baker.
Judge.
Well, I'm gonna have one of our staff members taste it first, and if they don't fall out, then I'm gonna get some.
Okay.
Debbie.
Let me know what you think
That's
of it.
right, Debbie.
It has apples in it, cinnamon.
Judge,
And you know what, Judge? Her son, my husband, told me this cake was the best. And I asked him, better than your mama's? He said, well, you know that.
Uh-oh, let me see that. She didn't outbake you.
My man. She's just jealous.
She didn't outbake
And
you.
I got you with this too.
Judge.
He loves my baking.
You
And he
didn't
said it right
outbait you,
there.
ma'am. He
It's
said it's better than my
hers.
mom.
No, Judge, can I say this?
I made it better than
You didn't
hers.
show the answer. You said better than your mama's, and I don't see any
No, the
answer
answer's
to
still
that.
left.
Exactly. No, not better than his mother's. No.
Better.
Well, you know. She didn't say that.
He said, well, you know.
LOL.
She said-
Like, I can't tell you that because you're my wife. I don't want to
Exactly.
hurt your feelings.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly,
you
Judge.
know what you want me to say.
Exactly, Judge.
Okay.
My husband
That's
loves
what he
my
said.
pound
cake.
He
Exactly,
didn't say nothing about yes. He didn't even imply it was a yes. He said, well, he implied like, I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Well, let's talk about interpretation again. It's on how you interpret it.
Yeah, because it matters. I'm the one that it matters.
That's right.
How I interpret it is the biggest issue here today.
And I think you're interpreting it the wrong way.
All
He
right.
likes my pound cake.
All
He
right.
wants more of my lemon
He
pound
just
cake.
didn't say it, that's all. He said, well, you know.
Well,
and you
he
interpret
tells
that
me
as,
on the
I
phone-
love it more than I love your mothers. That's what you interpret that, and you have a right to. If that makes you feel good, you go ahead and think that's what it means.
I feel great.
Yeah, I know it, because you think that's what that means, and you're the only one that would think that's what that means. Now, tell me how you claim she presented the recipe to the family.
So my husband was coming back from Afghanistan. It's just really hard for me to talk about because I miss him so
Okay,
much.
don't talk about it
Oh, no,
then.
I wanna
Ma'am,
talk
I'm going
about
to
it.
grant you your judgment, $6,500. She doesn't want to talk about it, and you've made a case that you presented that recipe to her, and she says she has used it and made money off of it without sharing any with the family or without
She
telling
did not
anyone.
tell
Thank you.
anybody
Oh, you feel too bad.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $6,500.
You know, I'm not really here, so I'm gonna let you two have some final words with each other.
Tasha, we didn't have to be here today. You don't go out and you tell everybody about what's happening in your
All right,
house.
we're gonna head out this way, ladies.
Coming up,
I don't think she would have made a scene if you didn't. No, I'd have made a scene. Don't you see how tough and rough I am as a man? I would have made the scene. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Clarence and Dolores Weathers are suing Morgan Green in the amount of $1,200. The plaintiffs claim they hired Miss Green to DJ their 50th anniversary party and say she didn't play the R&B music they requested. The defendant is countersuing for $12,500.
State your names.
Clarence Weathers.
Ma'am?
Morgan Green.
All right, and you all are suing the defendant for $1,200, alleging she breached a contract, and you are countersuing, ma'am, for $12,500 for destroying your music files. Start with you all.
Well, Judge, it's our 50th wedding anniversary, and we wanted to go back and remember the things that brought us this far. My wife is from Flint, Michigan, and we decided we wanted to do Motown, which is the music that brought us through.
What have we been doing since then, and how did the young lady become involved?
Well, we got married at a golf course, and we wanted to have the anniversary party at a golf course, which meant that we needed to have some live entertainment. The defendant, her grandmother, belonged to the same social club that we belonged to. And we asked, and the grandmother, she said that my granddaughter does DJing. And we was like, okay, cool. So she made it happen, and that's where everything came into play.
What was the agreement?
That we would play her $1,200 for 4 hours of music.
Ma'am?
My name is Morgan Green. I am a producer and sometimes DJ.
Good. And so what was the agreement with this couple?
$1,200 for 4 hours. I only had email conversations prior to the event. I didn't meet them before. I
Okay.
only knew a little bit of the personal.
So now let's get to what happened with this agreement and whether it was adhered to.
Coming up,
We've been talking about scene. It would have been a 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 scene. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Clarence and Dolores Weathers, who are suing Morgan Green for breach of contract.
So the agreement was for her to play Motown music.
What did she play?
She played a couple of things of Motown, not a lot.
Did you ever approach her during the course of the evening?
No.
And say, hey, why aren't you playing more Motown?
No.
Why?
No. Because there were a lot of people that was there, 150 people there. And you know, everybody was mingling, gathering, and I didn't want to cause a scene.
You don't have to cause a scene. You just walk up to her and say, hey, Mr. DJ, you know we asked for you to play Motown. Can you stick with what we asked you to do?
Yeah.
What kind of scene would have happened? You want you to jump, you to smack him?
Well, I know that's not in Clarence's.
He said it, man. Let's move on. Don't clean up what he just said. We've been talking about scene. It would have been a 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 scene. And that's why I asked you, think the young lady would have made a scene? I don't think she would have made a scene if you didn't. No, I'd have made a scene. Don't you see how tough and rough I am as a man? I would have made the scene. Let's move past that. We're already clear. He's already made that very clear.
Your Honor.
What else do you want to tell me?
Well, I just wanted to say, you know, this is going to be a memory-evoking event for us. You know, our 50th anniversary, and that only comes once.
And that's why he should have thought that he would be able to control himself. We look so forward to that Motown music.
But it
I
didn't
can't
happen.
go and tell her, this your husband, but I can't go and say nothing to her because I'll go off. I can't control myself. So that's what I'd have made a big scene. Let me hear from you, ma'am.
So the agreement, of course, was to do Motown music. There technically was a scene, which is why I'm countersuing.
How will Judge Mathis rule? Find out when Mathis Court returns.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
I tried to play a song that was produced by me to kind of pay tribute to them. I want to say I did play Motown music.
Did they tell you they wanted all Motown?
They wanted all Motown.
So why didn't you play all Motown?
So I did.
Your Honor, the music we heard wasn't even Motown.
I did
It sounded
play
like
Motown.
Motown, but it wasn't.
Ma'am, your husband led off saying she played some. What is the matter with y'all?
I did
Your husband, that was the
play-
first thing out of his mouth. She played some Motown music. Now you're saying she
He
didn't at
thought
all.
it was.
Please, ma'am, please.
The melodies were off.
Please, ma'am, please. Your husband said it was. Go ahead.
I did play Motown music.
The man said you did. He
There
said
were
you
no
didn't play.
specific song requests.
All
There was
right,
no,
but you
I
wanted
wish they would have
all
told
Motown,
me,
ma'am. Did
and
you
they
play
did not.
all Motown?
I did play all Motown.
That's
there
not
was
what you just said. You
so
said you played
so
some.
this is what happened.
Both your claims are dismissed. You all are not being honest, neither one. You said it, you just said, no, I didn't play all Motown. Then when I asked you, did you play all Motown? Yes, I played all Motown. Have a good day. Both your claims are dismissed.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled. Both claims have been dismissed.
Now, without creating a scene, I'm gonna let you all have some final words with each other.
You know you weren't right.
I played them a beautiful song, and I played what they wanted.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.